Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Nunta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for an angel's wing. Here it is. It looks like this. Here it is. And I've made a keychain or a keyring out of it, and it looks like this. Now for this particular project I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this one I've used 2 mm of the hook. Here it is. So let's begin. So for that we're going to have our yarn, and now here we're going to have a magic circle. So just have your yarn and have a magic circle. So for that just have your yarn around your fingers like this, make an X here, and have the second strand of yarn at the back. Here it is. Now insert your hook like this and grab your this second strand of yarn through your this first strand of yarn and just simply turn your hook, and here it is. This is your magic circle. Now here I'm going to have a chain one. Now remember, this chain one is not a stitch. I've made this chain one only to secure my this yarn, this magic circle, and here it is. It looks like this. Now for round number 1 we will have 20 single crochets into our this magic circle. So for that I'm just going to insert my hook into my this magic circle and will grab the yarn. I'm going to have 2 loops on my hook. Now I will yarn over and will pull my yarn through 2 loops, and this is my first single crochet. Insert your hook again into the same magic circle and grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your second single crochet. Now keep on having your single crochets, and remember we're going to need 20 single crochets for this round number 1. And here it is. This is my 20th single crochet. So here it is. I got my this 20 single crochets, and now I'm just gonna pull my this loose end a little tight. Here it is. Just pull your loose end a little tight. Remember we're gonna need a loop in here, so do not pull your this loose end very tight. Just simple like this. And now we will go to this first single crochet. This is our first single crochet. We will go to this first single crochet here, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here, and this is the end of our this round number 1. Now for our first row here we're gonna have 25 chains. So for that, after the slip stitch into this first single crochet, chain up 25. So here it is. It's 1 2 3 4 24 and 25. So here it is. Got my this 25 chains, and now I will turn my work. So turn your this chains, and here it is. You are at the back of this chains. Now here I'm going to skip my this first 3 chains. So here it is. This is the back side of my first chain, this is the back side of my second chain, and this is the back side of my third chain. We're going to skip our this 3 chains and we will go to this chain number 4. So we will go to this 4th chain, and here we're going to have 1 double crochet. So here it is. Your first chain 3 will count as your first double crochet, and we will have our second double crochet into this chain 4. So here it is. Yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 4, and yarn over and pull your loop, and here it is. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your second double crochet. So here it is. Chain 3 will count as your first double crochet, and this is your second double crochet. Now we will go to this next chain here. Now here we will yarn over and we will insert our hook into our this chain, and we will grab the yarn. We're gonna have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only, and leave your this 2 loops on your this hook like this. Remember, we are not gonna finish our this third double crochet. We're just gonna leave this one like this, and now we will insert our hook into our this every chain. Now here you got 20 chains left. So here insert your hook into every single chain and pull up a loop, and we will insert our hook into this second single crochet as well, and we will pull our loop. So here it is. We got our this 20 chains, so we will pull our 20 loops, and we will pull 1 more loop from our this second single crochet. So in total we will pull 21 loops on our hook. So here it is. Go to this next chain, insert your hook and pull up a loop. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Here it is. You pull your 20 loops here, and now we will go to this next stitch and insert your hook into the second single crochet and pull your loop, and here it is. You got 21 loops on your this hook, plus you already got 2 loops on your hook, so in total you got 23 loops on your hook right now. Now we will yarn over and we will pull our yarn through 2 loops for next 20 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So here it is. We yarn over and we pull our yarn through 2 loops for 20 times. And now you got 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your row number 1. Now for row number 2 we will chain up 3. So here it is. It's 1, 2 and 3. Now again this chain 3 will count as our first double crochet. So here it is. Turn your work. 1, 2 and 3. We will count this chain 3 as our first double crochet, and we will go to this chain 4. So I'm going to insert my hook into my this stitch here, not into this one, into this one here. Now yarn over and we'll insert my hook into my this first stitch, and we'll grab the yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is my second double crochet. And now I will go to the next yarn over. So yarn over and insert your hook into this yarn over, not the stitch, into the yarn over, and grab your yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only, and leave these 2 loops on your hook. Now we will insert our hook into each yarn over here, and we will insert our hook into our this third single crochet as well, and we will pull our yarn. Now here, if you will count, you will have 18 stitches. So each time you are working on a next row, you will have to work 2 stitches minus. So here it is. First we pull our yarn through 20 stitches. Now for this row number 2, we will pull our yarn through 18 stitches. So here it is. After this pattern, you'll have to pull your yarn from 18 stitches in here. So just go to this next yarn over and insert your hook and pull your yarn, and you're going to create a loop. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Here it is. And now we will go to this stitch number 3 and we will pull 1 extra loop from here. That's going to be our 19th loop, and we already got our 2 loops here. So in total we got 21 loops on our hook here. Now we will yarn over and we will pull our yarn through 2 loops for next 18 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And here it is. You got 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your row number 2. And now we will repeat exactly the same for our next 9 rows. In total, we're going to have 11 rows here. And each time you work on your next row, you will have to work 2 stitches less. So here it is. As we work on 20 stitches here, we got 18 stitches here. Now for next row number 3, we will got 16 stitches here. So again, we will repeat the pattern. So here it is. Just chain up 3. So here it is. It's 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work. You will find this chain 3 here. So it's 1, 2, and 3. This chain 3 will count as your first double crochet, and we will go to this chain 4 here, or stitch number 4 here. So this is your 1, 2, and 3 chains. This is your chain number 4. We will go to this chain number 4, yarn over and insert your hook into this chain number 4 here, and grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your second double crochet. Now we will go to this next stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into this next stitch, and grab your yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. And remember, for this third double crochet, we will not finish the stitch. We will leave these 2 loops on our hook like this. Now, as previously we worked on 18 stitches, now for this row number 3, we will work for 16 stitches. So insert your hook into each stitch plus your this next single crochet, and you will pull up 17 loops on your hook, plus you have this 2 loops, so you're gonna have 19 loops on your hook in total, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I got my this 19 loops on my this hook, and now for this row number 3, I will yarn over and pull my yarn through 2 loops for 16 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, and here it is. I've got my this last 3 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your row number 3, and your work look like this. Here it is. And now for your row number 4, we will again chain up 3. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Leave your this chain 3. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Go to this 4th stitch, yarn over and insert your hook into this 4th stitch here. Insert your hook, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. You got your this 2 double crochets. Now yarn over and go to this next stitch and insert your hook into this next yarn over and pull your yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. And now next 14 stitches, insert your hook into your this next 14 stitches into this next 14 yarn overs, and pull up a loop and go to this next single crochet and pull 1 extra loop on your hook, and you're gonna have 15 loops plus this 2 loops, so you're gonna have 17 loops in total on your hook, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. For my row number 4, I got my this 17 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops for next 14 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, and 14. And here it is. We got about this 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your row number 4, and it looks like this. Now for your row number 5, again chain up 3. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Skip this chain 3, go to this 4th stitch, insert your hook into this 4th, yarn over and grab a yarn and have 1 double crochet here. So for that, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Again, yarn over and go to this next stitch into this next yarn over, insert your hook, grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Do not finish your stitch and leave these 2 loops on your hook. Now we will insert our hook into this next 12 stitches, and we will pull up our loop, and we will go to this 1 stitch here on our this round number 1. So here it is. We pull up our loop for 13 times, plus we have this 2 loops already on our hook. So we will have 15 loops on our hook, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I got my this 15 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops for next 12 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 12. And we got 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 3 loops, and this is the end of our this row number 5, and it looks like this. Now for our row number 6, we will chain up 3. So here it is. It's 1, 2, and 3. Skip this chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Go to this 4th stitch and have your 1 double crochet here, and yarn over and go to this next yarn over. Insert your hook, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Leave these 2 loops on your hook, and now insert your hook into next 10 stitches here, and we will insert our hook into our this 1 stitch on our this round number 1 as well. And in total we're gonna have 11 loops, plus we got this 2 loops already on our hook. So in total we got 13 loops on our hook at the end, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I got my this 30 loops on my this hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops for 10 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, and 10. Now you got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your round or row number 6. And here it is. It looks like this. Now for your row number 7, again we will chain up 3. So here it is. It's 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, skip this chain 3, go to this 4th stitch, insert your hook in here, grab a yarn and have 1 double crochet here. Now yarn over and go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Leave these 2 loops on your hook. Now go to next 8 stitches, insert your hook and pull up a loop, and go to this 1 stitch here on your round number 1, and you're gonna have, and by the end you're gonna have 11 loops on your hook, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I've got my this 11 loops on my hook. Now I'm gonna yarn over and pull my yarn through 2 loops for 8 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, and 8. Now got 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your row number 7, and it looks like this. Now for your row number 8, again chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3. Here it is. Skip this chain 3, go to this 4th stitch and insert your hook into the stitch, grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. This is your 2nd double crochet. Yarn over, go to this next stitch, insert your hook here, grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only, and do not finish your stitch and leave these 2 loops on your hook. Now go to the next 6 stitches, insert your hook and pull up your yarn, and go to this next single crochet here on your round number 1, and insert your hook and pull up a yarn, and you're gonna have 9 loops on your hook at the end, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I got my this 9 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops for 6 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And here it is. You got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your row number 8, and it looks like this. Now for your row number 9, we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3. Skip this chain 3, yarn over, go to this 4th stitch, insert your hook and grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. You got this 2 double crochets. Now yarn over and go to this next stitch and insert your hook, grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only, and do not finish your stitch and leave your this 2 loops on your hook. Now insert your hook into this next 4 stitches. So here it is. It's, and pull up a yarn. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we will go to this next single crochet, insert your hook and pull up your yarn, and here it is. You got your this 7 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops for 4 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and yarn over and pull your yarn through 3 loops, and this is the end of your row number 9. Now chain up 3 for your row number 10. skip this chain 3, yarn over and go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this 4th stitch and grab a yarn over and pull a yarn through 2 loops and yarn over and pull a yarn through 2 loops. You got this 2 double crochets. Now yarn over and go to this next stitch, insert your hook and grab a yarn over and pull a yarn through 2 loops, and you're going to have 2 loops on your hook. Now insert your hook into this next 2 stitches. So here it is, it's 1 and 2, and we will insert our hook into this 1 single crochet on our round number 1 as well. So here it is, and grab your yarn, and you've got 5 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops for 2 times, so it's 1 and 2. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your row number 10. Now for your row number 11, we will chain up 3, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, go to this 4th stitch, insert your hook into this 4th stitch here and grab a yarn and have 1 double crochet here, yarn over and go to this 1 stitch only, insert your hook and grab a yarn over and pull a yarn through 2 loops only here. And now we will go to this next single crochet on our round number 1, insert your hook and pull up your yarn, and now you're gonna have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your round number or row number 11. And now we will go to this next stitch here, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet here. Here it is. And now we will go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch here. Here it is, and this is the end of your this angel's wing right side. Here it is. Now you can cut your yarn here and secure your this last stitch and hide your this ends in, and I'm gonna meet you after that for our left wing. Here it is, it looks like this. So here it is, your one side is done. Now we will start working on this second side. So for that we are just gonna keep this one aside and we will just have our yarn, and again we will have a magic circle and here have chain 1. Now here we are gonna have 20 single crochets on our this magic circle. So just have 20 single crochets here, just what we have done before. Keep on having a 20 single crochets. And here it is, I got my this 20 single crochets. Now again we will pull our this loose end a little tight and we will go to this first stitch. So this is my first stitch. I will go to this first stitch, will insert my hook and grab the yarn and will make a slip stitch here, and that's how we will finish our this round number 1. Now here chain 1 and insert your hook again into that same stitch, into this first stitch. Here it is, and grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your first single crochet. Now we will chain up 4 here. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and here it is. Now we will turn our chains and we will skip our first 2 chains. Now here we are not gonna have any double crochets, but we will have a double crochet halfway done. So again here we will skip our first 2 chains and we will go to this chain number 3. So we will go to this third chain. Now for that yarn over and insert your hook into this third chain. Here it is, and grab a yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops only, and leave your this 2 loops on your hook like this. And now yarn over and go to this next chain, insert your hook and grab a yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops only. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Now go to this next stitch. So here it is, I'm just gonna turn my this round number 1, and this is my next stitch. So I will go to this next stitch, insert your hook and pull a yarn, pull up a loop. So here it is, and now you're gonna have 4 loops on your hook. Now we will yarn over and pull our yarn through 2 loops for 3 times. So here it is, it's 1, 2 and 3, and here it is. This is the end of your row number 1. Now for your row number 2 we will chain up 4. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain up 4, turn your chains and we will work at the back of this chains. So here it is. We will skip our first 2 chains, 1 and 2, and we will go to this 3rd chain. Yarn over and insert your hook into this 3rd chain. Here it is. And grab your yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Again, yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch. Here it is. This is your chain. Insert your hook and grab your yarn. Here it is. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Here. Now you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch. Here. Insert your hook into this next stitch and grab your yarn. Here it is. And now you're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Remember, we will not yarn over and we will not pull our yarn. So here it is. Have 5 loops here. Now go to this last stitch, this one. Insert your hook and pull up a loop. So here it is. And it looks like this. Now we will go to this next stitch on our round number 1 and insert your hook and grab your yarn. And here it is. You're gonna have 7 loops on your hook. Now we will yarn over and we will pull our yarn through 2 loops for next 4 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here it is. And now you got this 3 loops on your hook. Simply yarn over and pull your yarn through 3 loops. And this is the end of your row number 2. Now we will repeat this pattern for our row number 2 for our next rows. And again here we will go up to row number 11. So simply repeat your pattern. Now this time you will increase 2 stitches for every next row. So here it is. This is our row number 2. We will go to row number 3 and we will increase 2 stitches. So we will yarn over and pull our yarn through 2 loops for 6 times. So for that, again, chain up 4. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain up 4. Turn your chains and skip your first 2 chains, 1 and 2. Go to this 3rd chain, yarn over and insert your hook into this 3rd chain. Here it is. And grab your yarn. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Here. Again, yarn over and go to this next stitch. This is your yarn over, insert your hook and grab your yarn. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. And here it is. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch, into this next yarn over here and grab your yarn. And here it is. We will not do anything else in here. Just pull your yarn and you're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Now go to next 3 stitches and pull up your loop. So here it is. It's 1, 2 and 3. And now go to this next stitch on your round number 1, insert your hook and pull up your loop. Here it is. And now as for your row number 2, you have 7 loops on your hook. Here for this row number 3, you will have 9 loops on your hook. Now we will yarn over and we will pull our yarn through 2 loops for next 6 times. So for that, it's yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And you're going to have 3 loops in your hook. Simply yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And this is the end of your row number 3. Here it is. Now again for your row number 4, chain up 4. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Turn your chains. Skip your first 2 chains. Go to this 3rd chain, yarn over and insert your hook into this 3rd chain here. Grab your yarn. You're going to have 3 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. Again, yarn over and go to this next stitch and insert your hook and grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only, and you will have 3 loops on your hook. Now, yarn over and insert your hook into this next yarn over and simply just pull your yarn. Remember, we are not going to do anything else in here. Just simply pull your yarn. And now, for remaining 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 stitches, insert your hook and pull your yarn, including this next single crochet. Remember, at the end you're gonna have 11 loops on your hook, and I'm gonna meet you after that. Here it is. I got 11 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops for 8 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 5, 6, 7 and 8. You got remaining 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 3 loops, and here it is. This is the end of your row number 4. Again, chain up 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, yarn over, skip your first 2 chains, go to chain number 3, 1 and 2 and insert your hook, grab your yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Again, yarn over and go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and you're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch here and grab your yarn, and do not do anything in here, just leave your stitch like this, and you're gonna have 5 loops on your hook. Now go to remaining stitches and pull up your loop, including this 1 single crochet, and by the end you're gonna have your 13 loops on your hook, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I got my this 13 loops on my hook. Now I will yarn over and pull my yarn through 2 loops for next 10 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. I've got last 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your row number 5. Again, for your row number 6, we will chain up 4. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over and skip your this first 2 chains, go to this third chain, insert your hook, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Again, yarn over and go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch, next yarn over, and simply just grab your yarn, and here it is. You're gonna have 5 loops on your hook. We are not gonna finish any stitch in here. Now go to every stitch in here and pull up your loop, including this 1 single crochet, and by the end you're gonna have 15 loops on your hook in total, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I got by this 15 loops on my hook. Now I will yarn over and pull my yarn through 2 loops for next 12 times. 1, 2. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3 and 12. Here it is. Now got remaining 3 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and here it is. This is the end of your row number 6. Now for your row number 7, chain of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over, skip your first 2 chains, go to this third chain, insert your hook into this third chain, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. Yarn over and insert your hook into this next chain here, and grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch and only pull up your loop. Here it is, and you're gonna have 5 loops on your hook. Now go to all of these stitches, insert your hook and grab your yarn, pull your loop, and go to this next single crochet and pull up your loop, and by the end you're gonna have 17 loops on your hook, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I got 17 loops on my hook. Now I will yarn over and pull my yarn through 2 loops for 14 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3 and 14, and here it is. I got this remaining 3 loops on my hook. Now yarn over and pull my yarn through 3 loops, and this is the end of my row number 7. Again, for your row number 8, we will chain up 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Turn your chains, skip your first 2 chains, 1 and 2. Yarn over and insert your hook into this third chain and grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and go to this next chain and insert your hook and grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and you're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and go to this next yarn over and insert your hook and grab your yarn only. Do not do anything. Now go to next all of your this yarn overs, insert your hook and pull up your loop, including your this 1 single crochet, and by the end you're gonna have 19 loops on your hook, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. I got my this 19 loops on my hook. Now I will yarn over and will pull my yarn through 2 loops for next 16 times. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3 and 16, and here it is. I got my this last 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull my yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of my round number 8. Again, for my round number 9, I will chain up 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, turn your work, skip your first 2 chains, yarn over, go to this 3rd chain, insert your hook, grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over, again go to this 4th chain, insert your hook, grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and insert your hook into this yarn over here and grab a yarn and do not finish your stitch. So just leave your this 5 loops on your hook. Now go to all of these stitches and insert your hook and pull up your yarn, and again this one on your this next single crochet, and by the end you're going to have your 21 loops on your hook, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is, I got my this 21 loops on my hook. Now I will yarn over and pull my yarn through 2 loops for next 18 times. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3 and 18. And here it is, I got my this last 3 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull my yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of my round number 9. And here it is, it looks like this. Now for your round number 10, again chain up 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and here it is. We will turn our work and we will skip our first 2 chains, 1 and 2, and we will go to this 3rd chain, yarn over and insert your hook into this 3rd chain, grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over, go to this chain number 4, insert your hook, grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. You got 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and go to this next yarn over and insert your hook into that yarn over and grab a yarn, and here it is. Just leave your this 5 loops on your hook. Do not finish your stitch. Now go to this each yarn over and pull up your loop and go to this next single crochet and pull up your loop, and by the end you're going to have your 23 loops on your hook, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is, I got 23 loops on my hook. Now I will yarn over and pull my yarn through 2 loops for next 20 times. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3 and 20, and here it is, got my this last 3 loops. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is the end of your round number 10, and it looks like this. Now again for your last row, round number 11, just chain a 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, turn your work and skip your first 2 chains, yarn over and insert your hook into this 3rd chain and yarn over and grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and insert your hook into this 4th chain and grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. You're going to have 3 loops, and now yarn over and go to this next yarn over and insert your hook and grab a yarn. Do not finish your stitch, and you're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Now go to each of this yarn overs and pull up your loop, including your this next single crochet, and by the end you're going to have your 25 loops on your hook, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is, I got 25 loops on my hook. Now I will yarn over and pull my yarn through 2 loops for 22 times. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3, and here it is, I got my this last 3 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and here it is, it looks like this. And now I will simply have just 1 chain 1 here just to secure my this work, and now we will cut our yarn. But remember, we're going to leave a longer tail because we're going to attach our this 2 parts together. So leave a longer tail just like this here, and I'm just going to cut my this yarn, and here it is. Secure your this last stitch, and now we will start attaching over this 2 parts. So here it is, simply just attach your this 2 parts together. Make sure your right sides are on the top. So here it is, this is your inside. So just attach this 2 parts here like this, and now remember, this one will have yarn overs on this side, and this one will have your chains on this side, but you're going to have exact number of stitches, so there is no need to worry. Just simply insert your this needle into this first yarn over and into this first stitch in here. Here it is, and simply take your this yarn out, and we will attach our this two parts like this. So one stitch in and one stitch out. Remember, one side is having stitches and one side is having yarn overs. So here you're gonna have 3 loops. So just keep that in mind here, like this. And now simply attach your this two parts together with the help of your this needle, and I'm gonna meet you after that. So you're gonna go all the way around and I'm gonna meet you here. And here it is. I am right here. I have made my this last stitch and I have attached my this two parts together here. It looks like this, and now I'm just gonna hide my this end in. So for that, just simply, if you want, you can have a knot in here. I'm just gonna have a little knot here just to secure my this yarn, and I will hide my this end inside. I'm gonna meet you after that. Here it is. And here it is. Our angel's wing is ready, and I have inserted my this keychain holder here. Now if you don't have a keychain holder, you can simply create a loop. You can simply insert your hook into any of your this stitch and chain up as per your requirement and create a loop, or you can simply use this one as your keychain. Here it is. It looks like this, and I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.